Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden meanings behind corporate filings. Today, we're diving into Therapeutics Incorporated's latest report. And let's just say, the buzz around this company is getting louder, but is it all good news or are there some cracks beneath the surface? Before we dive in, if you are enjoying getting the real story behind these financial documents, hit that subscribe button. And for those who want to connect with other dedicated investors and dissect these filings together, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. This isn't a deep dive into their quarterly financials today, but more of a heads-up filing, the kind that signals something new is happening. Think of it as a company tapping you on the shoulder to say, hey, pay attention. They've issued a press release and they're letting the world know about it. This is the Therapeutics Incorporated Form 8, a current report that tells us about events that shareholders really should know about, and they are telling us on the 17th of February 2026. So what is the big news? The company is essentially telling us that they have released a press release. This might sound a bit like saying the sky is blue, but in the world of corporate reporting, this is their way of officially flagging that information. They are furnishing this press release as Exhibit 99.1. This means that whatever is in that press release is considered important enough for them to officially attach it to this filing. Now, they're also being very careful here, stating that this information is not officially considered filed in the same way as some other documents. This is a common practice to avoid certain liabilities, but it doesn't mean the information isn't significant. It is like they're saying, here is the news, but don't hold us to it for some very specific legal reasons. Looking at the company itself, Therapeutics Incorporated, they've got their common stock listed on the Nasdaq stock market. LLC under the ticker TRX, this tells us they are a publicly traded company, meaning their stock is available for anyone to buy and sell on the open market. Being on the Nasdaq means they've met certain standards for size and governance, which is generally a positive sign, suggesting a certain level of maturity and transparency. Here is an interesting detail. Therapeutics Incorporated is checking the box for being an emerging growth company. This is a designation given to newer public companies, and it comes with some benefits. For instance, they can take a bit longer to adopt new accounting standards. This can give them more flexibility as they grow. However, they are also indicating they are not using the extended transition period for these new or revised financial accounting standards. This means they are choosing to face these new accounting rules head on, which could suggest confidence in their financial reporting or a desire to present themselves as more mature to investors. This section, Regulation FD Disclosure, is all about making sure important information is shared fairly. Regulation Fair Disclosure means that when a public company is about to release material non-public information, they have to make that information public to everyone at the same time. They can't just tell a select few analysts or investors. By filing this 8K and attaching the press release, they are fulfilling that obligation. The story here is that they have something to announce, and they are doing it in a legally compliant way. This part of the filing is essentially a table of contents for what is attached. We've already seen they've included press release dated the 17th of February 2026 as Exhibit 99.1. And importantly, there is Exhibit 104, the cover page interactive data file. This is a fancy way of saying they're providing data in a format that computers can easily read and process. A key part of modern financial reporting. And who is making this official? It is signed by Bradley Burnham, the Chief Executive Officer of Therapeutics Incorporated. This is standard procedure, showing that the company's top leader is certifying the report. The date is also the 17th of February 2026, aligning with the press release. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. While this specific filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables of revenue or profit, the act of issuing a press release and filing an 8K is a signal. It's a neon sign saying, pay attention. Therapeutics is likely announcing something that could significantly impact its future. It could be a new drug development milestone, a partnership, a significant regulatory approval, or even a change in strategy. As an emerging growth company, these announcements are even more critical because they can rapidly change investor sentiment and the company's trajectory. What does this tell us about Therapeutics' direction? Well, by being an emerging growth company and choosing not to delay adopting new accounting standards, they are signaling a desire for transparency and potentially a more mature approach to their financial disclosures than their status might necessitate. This can be a good sign for investors who value straightforwardness. The company is actively communicating, which is generally positive, but the content of that communication buried within the press release is what we truly need to scrutinize. Without that press release content directly here, we can only infer that they believe they have significant news. Are there risks involved? Absolutely. For any emerging growth company in the therapeutic space, the risks are inherent. Drug development is a long, expensive, and uncertain process. Regulatory hurdles are high and competition can be fierce. The fact that they are making a formal announcement suggests they are confident, but the market's reaction to the press release will be the ultimate test. We need to see if the news is truly groundbreaking or just incremental progress. In conclusion, this filing is a preamble. It is the company clearing its throat before delivering a potentially important message. While we don't have the raw numbers today, the strategic choice to file this report and the CEO's signature underscore the significance of the accompanying press release. We need to look at that press release to understand the true story, the potential opportunities, and the risks that come with this announcement from Therapeutics Incorporated. Alright, that is our breakdown of this particular filing. What is your take on the act of announcing an announcement? Do you think it signals strength or caution? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button truly helps us out. And remember to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description for more discussions like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.